У нас на связи есть следующий, здравствуйте, следующий ключевой спикер Ирина Архангельская. Ирина Борисовна, профессор кафедры литературы и межкультурной коммуникации Высшей школы экономики Нижний Новгород. И тема ее доклада «Создание региональных брендов в цифровую эпоху». Ирина Борисовна будет выступать на английском языке, правильно?
Yeah. Afternoon, I will speak in English. And my report is based on a lecture course that I'm reading to international students who come to a high school of economics on mobility programs.
So, you're very welcome to start, and we have 15 minutes for the report and 5 minutes for questions.
Okay, so I will speak about building regional brands in the digital age, and I will compare the US and Russian practice. So, как мы это делаем? So I will speak about branding and promotion. And regional promotion, as I understand it, is the process of creating and supporting a territorial image with unique characteristics and definite values. And under regional promotion, I understand marketing of the territory. I see. So, what promotion of region, what do we understand under promotion of region? Usually it attracts home and foreign investments from businesses and tourism, as well as from federal government. And promotion, regional promotion, makes your region more competitive. It helps to support local producers, expands export, creates the feeling of local patriotism, improves social stability in the region, and we understand that we have to work at promoting our territories and our locations. Now we live and work with iGeneration, and iGeneration has specific characteristics. Those are people who are connected by a global net, so to say, citizens of a global village. And the main source of knowledge for young people nowadays is Wikipedia. And if any questions, they ask Google more often than a teacher. And we have to take it into consideration. Part of target audience to whom we address are digital nomads. They travel, they work in somewhere in India, and they work for London, for example. And iGenerations create media content and participate themselves in brand building. We remember that Siegfried Gideon said that mechanization takes command, but Lev Manovich in 2008 said that software takes command and software is the message. And we also should remember about it while thinking about brand building. And here you see those parties who should take part in regional promotion, from federal and regional authorities, entrepreneurship unions, public relations agencies, to general public, common citizens who can promote their areas by their posts in different social media like Vkontakte and Facebook. If we start branding, if we start promoting our regions and work on brand building, we should first of all find out unique features of the region, set goals, choose a strategy, then identify methods and choose marketing technologies and channels. And regional brand building can be based on nature and climatic peculiarities, historical and cultural traditions, local celebrities, mythology, which is sometimes more attractive than reality, and of course on stereotypes, like bears. Because I think that those commercials, ads on YouTube with St. Petersburg and bears, they were really great. If we speak about America, of course, we have certain stereotypes, and we can remember Allen Ginsberg's is about. America is about being a big country full of cowboys, Indians, Jews, Negroes, Americans, Orientals, Chicanos, factories, skyscrapers, Niagara Falls, steel mills, radio, homeless, conservatives. So America is various and different for everyone. And we have there are certain stereotypes concerning Russia. As Allen Ginsberg in his Is About said, Russia is about Tsars, Stalin, poetry, secret policeism, communism, barefoot in the snow. But that's not really Russia, it's a concept. And we have to work with concepts and stereotypes. And we have to work online. And channels of promotion nowadays are, of course, official government websites and official accounts in social media, wikis, unofficial city sites, travel portals, internet papers and magazines, special travel regional groups in social media, opinion leaders, online games and quests, tourists themselves, and YouTube commercials. So we compared websites, tourist websites of the United States and Russia, and they more or less good in content, and you can get important information from them. Perhaps the United States wiki portal is better structured a bit. And travel portals are also good, and you can get important information regarding any location you would like to visit. For example, Vladivostok or a certain state in America, in the United States. Of course, TripAdvisor, as our research has shown, is very important. And nowadays, most of tourists who plan to go to a certain country, first of all, find information about location in TripAdvisor. And for that reason, it's important that you have information on about your city, town, on TripAdvisor, and it was great to find that Nizhny Novgorod, so you can find information about Nizhny Novgorod on TripAdvisor, and as well as, for example, Atlanta, Georgia. Internet papers and magazines are also good sources of information. I took The Guardian, and it was great to find that you can find information in The Guardian about top national parks in California, as well as about 10 of the best Russia holiday destinations beyond Moscow and St. Petersburg. But we should notice, if you browse through BBC websites, The Guardian, the United States media portals, that most information is only about Moscow and St. Petersburg, and sometimes Vladivostok or Kazan, and that's it. There are good websites, for example, of Missouri, Show Me State, and you can get full information about the logos, attractions, history, and whatnot. As for different oblasts, regions and cities in Russia, their city sites and portals leave much to be desired. For example, Nizhny Novgorod site needs improvement for sure. And my students worked out certain programs how to improve it. Special travel regional groups in social media can be of great help because they are less formal and they contain interesting opinions, views, and impressions. And while going somewhere, very often we relied on other visitors' opinions. So, and different groups can attract tourist visitors to those locations. Celebrities, opinion leaders do matter. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was governor of California, took a car tour along California state to attract tourists to that wonderful state. And you may see that online tour on YouTube. It was great to listen to Michael Petrovsky speaking about Hermitage. You can also find that his interview on YouTube to Russia Today to RT. Tatiana Tolstoy advertised cafe restaurant Pushkin, which is very famous with foreign guests in Moscow. And Sarah Jessica Parker advertised many interesting locations in New York. Online games are also a good platform for promotion of the area. If you turn, for example, to a game that was popular some years ago, The Second Life, you will find Moscow and the Red Square there. And it is a great place for promoting the city and product placement. For example, in The Second Life, you can find Club Wild Honey, which attracts many young people who come to the Russian capital, and of course the Red Square. Yeah. And you can find Los Angeles and other different geographic areas of the United States on The Second Life. YouTube commercials are popular with many, not only young people, with many tourists. And I think that some of them are very successful, like BBC program from Moscow with Love, and the commercials, ads on YouTube, St. Petersburg, no beers, just beauty. I find them really successful and creative. We asked our students, international students, to answer some of our questions. 50 students were interviewed. Those were students who came to us on mobility programs from the USA, Italy, France, Algeria, India, and Syria. 32 female and 18 male students. And the tourist destinations they have visited, you can see here, from Gorodets, St. Petersburg, Moscow, Vladimir, Kazan, Sochi, Baikal, and even Murmansk. And of course, those students who came to us, they were interested in Russia. Many of them studied Russian language at university and prior at school. And we asked them where they came to know about tourist destinations in Russia. And they answered at school. They got information from mass media, especially of coverage of special events like Sochi Olympiad and Football World Cup. Of course, they find information in the internet, in Wikipedia, YouTube. They follow parents and friends' advice, and they go somewhere when they are invited by universities' international offices, like at High School of Economics. Summing up, of course, the United States, as we have come to understanding, is more advanced in promoting geographical areas, territories. We are a bit, we are not so great at it, but we are trying to do our best. And I think that it's great at what we did. We organized events that attracted visitors to the territories, among them Sochi Olympiad of 2012, Kazan Universiade, Eastern Economic Forum, which is organized starting from 2015, and of course World Football Cup. Of course, much to be done. Brand building at local level, it's a weak point. We have to work out programs aimed to attract tourists to different Russian cities and towns. And in our opinion, each city administration and oblast administration should be responsible for territorial promotion because it matters a lot. Thank you. And if any questions, you're welcome.
Yes, but we have not so much time for one question. Irina will ask in Russian.
Sure.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
На правах, сказать, организатора решила для разнообразия по-русски. Ирина Борисовна, как вы думаете, вот создание региональных брендов в цифровую эпоху все-таки надежнее доверить профессионалам или социальным сетям, чтобы сами граждане все это делали? Вот как вы считаете?
Ну, конечно, это должен быть процесс, который будет управляться. Даже если вы что-то доверяете туристам, все равно это должно быть спланировано. Это должна быть серьезная, продуманная кампания, которая идет от государства, поддерживается заинтересованными организациями, которые занимаются туризмом, которые занимаются отелями, продвижением каких-то дестинаций. Только какая-то продуманная программа и плюс, конечно, управление и включение сюда рядовых туристов может быть успешным. Но самотек пускать нельзя.
Спасибо, да. Вообще, я так понимаю, что можно по этому поводу дискуссию организовать. Знаете, бывают иногда от профессионалов такие подарки, что не знаешь, куда их поставить. Хотя, конечно, есть такая русская поговорка, что дареному коню в зубы не смотрят, но иногда этот бренд настолько искусственен, так сказать, создается, что сами жители, которые обитают на этой территории, они очень, его не принимают. Вот поэтому тут, наверное, нужно как-то сочетать. Я уже так вот сижу, тоже думаю. Спасибо, вы поняли.
Сами ответили на свой вопрос, да?
Да.
Сами вопросы ставим, сами на них отвечаем.
Да, вы правы.
Спасибо вам
Спасибо
огромное.
большое.
Нам было приятно в очередной раз вас увидеть, с вами пообщаться во время конференции. Надеемся на ваш текст в нашем сборнике по результатам этой конференции. И увидимся с вами через 2 года. Увидимся же?
Конечно. Будем работать. Рада. Спасибо.
Приятного дня.
Всего хорошего.
До свидания.